Hey guys! In today's video, we're going to crush 5 common student loan stereotypes into oblivion with data. Why? Because when people believe stereotypes instead of reality, it makes it much harder to solve student loan debt. Cheers to the facts so you can slay student loan debt stereotypes. Number 5. You have student loan debt because you didn't work during college. In 1980, the inflation-adjusted minimum wage was over $9 an hour. Today, it's $7.25 an hour in the state of Wisconsin. So even if you worked the same amount, and if college cost the same amount as students who were in college in 1980, you'd still have to work many more hours to pay for college. Number 4. You borrowed mostly for booze and spring break. According to a 2016 Student Loan Hero survey, almost 80% of borrowers did not use their student loan funding for any type of non-education related expense. And of the 20% who reported using it for non-education expenses, the majority used it for things like cell phone bill and car payments rather than alcohol and vacation. Number 3. You should have gotten scholarships to pay for college. The fact of the matter is, annually, there's only about $3 billion available in scholarships and another $40 billion or so available in grant money, either in the form of Pell Grants or institutional grants. If you divide that among the 20.4 million students who went to college this fall, that's about $2,000 per person per year. Number 2, you borrowed so much because you went to a private college. The fact is, the inflation-adjusted cost of tuition and fees plus room and board at 4-year public institutions has increased 274% since 1980. And the number one stereotype that there is about student loan debt is that you have student loan debt because you were irresponsible. So let's take a look at all of the facts we've discussed and put them together to paint the picture of reality. In 2017, if you work at minimum wage for 20 hours a week, you'll make about $6,900 after taxes. Combine that with the evenly divided $2,000 per student that's available in grants and scholarships. Subtract that from the total cost of tuition and fees annually at a public university, which is over $19,000. You end up being net negative about $10,000. Over 4 years, that's $40,000 that you couldn't come up with by working or getting scholarships. So why is the average debt only $30,000 then? Is it because we're lazy and borrowing irresponsibly? I don't think so. Objectively, it has gotten harder to afford college. That is the reality of student loans. And borrowers are taking more out because college continues to get more expensive while minimum wage is not rising. Times have changed. This is the picture that data points of paying for college in 2017. In 1980, if you worked for minimum wage, you had to work 22 hours a week to pay for your room, board, tuition, and fees for the year at a public institution. Today, you have to work over 51 hours to pay for the same thing. The burden of student loan debt is a direct result of increasing costs. I hope today's video gave you some ammunition so that you can slay student loan stereotypes all around. Next time you hear someone say one of these common stereotypes, you know the truth. Let them in on it. If you want more stats, I actually have a post on this very topic, and it'll be linked in the show notes below. Thanks, guys. See you next week.